Hey HCG YouTubers, it's Tiffany, the HCG Housewife, and I am on VLCD day 1 of round 4. Decided I'd go ahead and call this round 4. It's April the 16th, 2011. Not much to report on the first day. So far, so good. Been a little hungry, which I didn't think I would be because I loaded really well. I thought I'd be tired of food because last night I couldn't even sleep because I was so full. I'd loaded for 3 days, and our last meal was at a buffet, kind of like it was an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it was like a cafeteria buffet. I don't know if that makes sense. It wasn't Golden Corral or Ryan's or a Chinese buffet or something like that, but still it was all-you-can-eat, but good cafeteria kind of food. I think I had, we were talking about it, 3 full meals because I had the chicken fried steak, and they were small portions because it was a buffet, but and I knew you were going to eat more, but still I ate a lot, and I was so sick last night that it was hard for me to sleep because I was so full, and that was hours after eating because we ate pretty early, but I didn't think I'd be hungry today, but this morning I woke up and I was hungry already. So I had my grapefruit, and then a little later I had some chili that I'd made and put in the freezer during, I guess it was during round 3. And ended up having all of the chili because I was hungry. So I know I'm over my calories, but I feel okay about that. I've been working in the kitchen today. It's a big mess. I had bought some 93% ground beef. I don't know if that's 93% lean or 7% lean. Anyway, it's that kind that's 93.7, whatever that is, the leanest kind. And I think it's 7% fat. I think it's 93% meat, 7% fat. I don't know what the different numbers mean. But anyway, it's the leanest that I've seen around here. And I got a good deal on it at a local grocery store here called Market Street. It's $1.97 a pound, which is really good for that lean meat. And so I think I bought I bought like 7 containers of it, and it ended up being, I want to say about 30 pounds. That's a lot of meat. 30 pounds of meat. So I've been dividing it into these little, I know this looks really gross because it's been, I've been working with it today, the last hour or so. But this is, I put it in these little food saver containers. Let me get my thing down here and I'll show you, these little food saver bag. Oh, excuse me, that was my chair. This food saver thing. See what I'm talking about? Can you see it? Whoops. I may not have it anymore. I may have just broke it. I'm trying to get it in the camera. Sorry to make anybody sick. Anyway, it's a food saver. You know what a food saver is. And this is all the meat that I've done so far. And I put them all in 300 gram bags. So that way if I decide, because what I usually do is when I make lunch, I'll make enough for 2 days and then put the rest up. Or if it's for dinner, I have my portion out of it, and then my husband, I need enough for my husband. But these are the, just, the sealable bags. They make them airtight, and they really work out good. One thing I was thinking about trying is with these 300 gram bags, let me put this back up here so I can see what I'm doing. With the 300 gram bags is I started dividing them like this, so that way if I was going to do one on my, for lunch, I didn't want to make 2 things, as I could just cut it and then the rest of it could be back in the freezer in a baggie or something. But that's not stacking up too well. So I'm going to, what I do, I flatten them out, and they stack better when they're not divided out. So I don't know, I may keep a few like this. I just think that's cool how, it's still airtight and you can just cut it. Of course, once you cut it, it won't be airtight. You can't reseal it, I don't think. But, just a little experiment. They just don't stack very well in my freezer. I've got 3 freezers here now, 2 regular refrigerator size ones, and I got a deep freeze. But I've been doing my couponing and stocking up and got some good deals during March, which was, I think it's frozen food month. So I don't have much room in there, and I don't even know where I'm putting all this. But something else I wanted to show. It's like, this is 300 grams. Maybe a little bit more. No, this is right here is about 300 grams. Maybe 310 or whatever. But that's not very much meat. So, you know, that's something that I have to keep reminding myself is we don't get to eat very much on this. But that's why that's why we lose weight. And if you wanted to see what, this is 145 right here. So that's, and it's flat. See how flat that is? This is the 300 one. That's not thick. That's very flat. But this is 145. So that's more than we're supposed to eat. And that's just not very much at all. This is my round 4, but still it surprises me how little that we, once we get going, how little we get by on, because we don't need, a pound of hamburger meat, or I don't know how much is, I don't know how many pounds. I'm going to weigh it here right now. This is 145 grams, and that is, okay, that's 5 1/4 ounces. So that's like a normal serving, really. I mean, who needs more? You shouldn't need more than, 5 ounces. But I know on a regular day-to-day basis, I'll have a lot more than that if I'm not doing HCG. When we have steaks, if we have a ribeye, they can be 16 ounces a piece, and it fills you up, and I do leave some on the plate, but not much. And, that's a lot of fat, too. But anyway, I want to get to my notes here for just my little update for this. Like I said, I'm going to call this round 4. Today's April the 16th, 2012, very low calorie day 1. I'm starting way up, and I don't know if I'm ready to say how much I'm starting at, because it's up. I'll wait until tomorrow, because I want to figure out how much I've actually gained from my lowest. I don't have my calculator here. But it was disturbing that I let myself get back to this point. And I'm sure you can see in my face, I can just tell by looking here, I've really gained. And some of my clothes that I was so happy to be wearing just the week before last, before I kind of started just eating bad, I was comfortably in an 18 skirt, and I put it on, and I look like sausage in it last week, so I can imagine what I look like now. So I've got some of my older clothes on today, but hopefully, by the weekend, I'll lose some of the water weight and be back, to wearing them comfortably, and then hopefully go down from there. I have like I'd said in my round 1, I felt desperate to get my clothes to fit, because we were coming into the fall winter months, and in Texas at that point I was probably still wearing some of my springy or summer spring clothes, but I was getting my fall clothes down, and I was afraid none of them were going to fit. Well, I feel that desperation now too, because even though I have clothes from last year that will fit me, the summer clothes, I don't want to wear them. They're ugly. They're fat girl clothes, and I don't want to wear them. I want to get back into my cute sundresses, and even though some of my sundresses I can wear now, I look pregnant in them, because they're the empire waist, so they're higher up here. So, but still, I mean, it looks terrible. So I have that feeling of desperation that I felt back when I started round 1, and but other than that comment, I'm not going to dwell on where I was before. I need to just look forward, because I know it'll go back down if I follow the protocol. And this fallback has taught me a lesson. I say that every time I have a fallback on a diet, that I know that I gain it back really fast. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. There's just I'm sure a lot of you can comprehend that. We gain weight so fast. Anyway, I hope that, the next couple of days this will get easier. My goal for this is to do 21 very low calorie days. And, if I said this before, but if I want to go further than that, I'll go. I'm just, I don't want to say I'm going to do 45 days whenever it's easier to see the end of the tunnel when it's 21 days. I know I have more weight to lose than the 21 days will allow, but you know, you got to take baby steps with this HCG, especially the first few days when you're planning. It's easier to look to say, okay, it's only 21 days, and then think, God, I've got over a month to eat nothing. I hope to release 20 pounds, and I hope to get a lot of that off this week. A good whoosh of water weight hopefully will come off the next couple of days, and then I'll probably settle into my 0.5 that I usually lose a day. But I need to really focus on this first few days to get a big deal of it off, just so I can lose the 20 pounds that I want to. And hopefully I'll lose more. You never know.